Welcome. Oh, this is a great day. We are at the same place, Avenue Suite, and Avenue Suite is a great place. Yeah, and guys are sleeping here, guys are doing coffee, guys are doing stuff. I always speak about coffee because their coffee is a coffee with a difference. And so today I want to look at something very different. Remember, this is your show, Talent Bell. We are real, relevant, and relational. And you can only get this show at Mamraka TV, the TV of choice. Okay, I know there are so many other choices. There are so many other TVs, but this is your TV of choice. So today I want to look at something that really confuses people. Is happiness a reality? Is it a reality? And why I'm talking about, why I'm asking, is it a reality? I've met so many people who are saying, no, happiness is a result. Happiness is so many things, and people define happiness using so many other things. So is it a result? Is it a reality? Is it a choice? So I've picked three words: choice, reality, and result. I'll start with the last one, result. Happiness is not a result. You only choose to be happy. Met people who have all that it takes. Met people who have great stuff, but they are not happy. They are not happy. Met people who have the world. The world is their empire. They're doing great. They're changing vehicles. They're changing everything that they want. But when you sit near them, they are breathing. They are crying. Deep inside is a hopeless person. Outside here, we see them as success. And I will start by saying, happiness is a reality and a choice. And you only choose to be happy. You must learn to smile. You must always learn to give yourself a smile. Every day you wake up, every week you come into. On a Monday, give it a smile. A smile is the greatest magnet in the world. People with a smiling face, if you sit with them, deep in them are great things. I will be sharing the acronym SMILE in a few minutes. But I want to say this: do you approach life from a smiling perspective, or is it the inside commotion that dictates what you do? There are people who get on Monday to their offices, get on Monday to their working places, and destroy every book. They blame the organization for making Monday to happen. But Monday must come. Those people who fear Mondays, Monday must come. A new week must come. 1 week must get off. A new week must come. Yesterday, I discussed with someone and asked them, if the sun is moving and you don't have supper, will the sun stop moving? The sun will never stop moving. So it is you yourself to approach the world with a smiling perspective. And why is smile a very important perspective towards happiness? SMILE stands for a concept that I have used in so many institutions, and I want to share with us what SMILE stands for. S is for strategy. And strategy talks about a plan. So someone who wants to take happiness as a choice and a reality, you must have a personal plan. Don't just get out of bed without a plan. Don't just get out of bed and say, what the world has is what I'm going to take. The world doesn't have anything for you. It is your plan that brings the world to yourself. It is your plan that brings yourself to be constructive in this world. So the world is an empire, and what I call the opportunity empire. The question for you to choose happiness will be, do you have a strategy? You are in the professional world. What is your plan for the organization that you work with? You are in marriage. What is your plan? There are people who will never smile next to their spouses just because there is a lot of commotion. They've been told so many things. And because they don't have a plan, and a plan is a result of an analysis. But this is my big dream. This is what I want to do to accomplish in life. Then I break it down to small pieces that are measurable, that are attainable, and then come up with a plan on an hourly basis or even on a 30-minute basis. These are the fragments towards my big dream. And that is the strategy. Every person with a strategy, even when they go to bed, the desire is, when will morning come? I know at times we feel like we're tired, we feel like nothing is working out. But when you have a plan to accomplish, and then you love this plan so much, you love this strategy so much, this strategy counts to your life, then you'll be happy to wake up, either it's a Monday or a Friday, to go and accomplish your plan, to go and achieve your plan. So what is your personal plan? Sorry. What is it? Do you have a plan? Or you live a life of planless? Waiting for the world to work for you, waiting for the government to work for you, waiting for prayers from big people to work for you. It doesn't work like that. You can't get happiness if you are planless. People who are happy, they speak plans, they speak strategies. And they are driven by the plan they have. Annual plan, weekly plan, monthly plan, 5-year plan. Because what a strategy does to you, it puts your brain to a specific momentum. I know I've shared in my programs and I've said the subconscious part of the brain for every human being believes in what you tell it. So you can't be happy if your subconscious cannot lead plan. What is your strategy? Happiness and walking with a smile is also an aspect of who is your mentor? Who is the person you are looking up to? Because positive mentors, when they make steps, we feel from where we sit and feel, oh my, I can make it. If he has done it, I can do it. We get a sense of inspiration when we have the right mentors. The right mentors come to push us. They come to pull us. When they make a step, we make a step. And the mentors I'm talking about in the context of happiness, people we aspire to become. People who inspire our inner being. Maybe you're in the media industry and you're looking up to a certain media personality. You watch the way they behave, you watch their characters. And on character, I will say, characters are not supposed to change. They're not supposed to fluctuate. It's not a graph. One remains one, A remains A, B remains B. Even if you go to which part of the world, a character A, character 1 will remain 1. So when you're watching and looking up to someone, up to a mentor, this mentor have got specific characteristics, specific characters that really keep you moving. Happiness is driven from the ability to connect with this person in the emotions because of what they are doing. And then we also have peer mentors. Who are the people that we work with? Now you can't get true happiness with the people you work with. And this is a choice. You choose your friends. We can't help you to choose your friends. You choose your friends. You can't make it to the top. If you work with people who speak negative, if you work with people without a plan, if you work with people who don't feel a sense of living. And so, who are your friends? Who are your peer mentors? Who are the people who are doing the peer mentorship? Peer mentoring, peer inspiration. Who are they? Work with people who push you to value, who add value, tell you the truth. And then as you sit, One of the other things that will give you a lot of happiness is when you understand that there are people watching me. There are people clapping for me. Right now we are talking about the World Cup. And the World Cup is being watched by almost 4 billion people. But the guys who are doing it, they are only 22. These guys are an inspiration. They are giving us happiness. So when you understand that someone is watching you, you feel so good, you feel so happy. On my Facebook, I saw someone do my story. He didn't even ask me. He asked me for a few photos. Then I didn't know what he wanted to do. And he did my story. When I read that story, I felt it was so good. Kube, there are people who are watching me. Then I, for implement, always take action. Always work out something. Let something happen. There's so many people who have got big dreams, but they never wake up out of bed and become. And at this juncture, I'll tell you people that the grave is full of great music, great innovation, great things buried there because people didn't implement. You must be someone who can implement. Come up with a plan, take action. Don't just come up with a plan and then put it on the shelf. That is one of the biggest problems. People who are depressed, they have great plans. You speak to drug addicts and you listen to their plans and say, oh, I wish this guy was sober. Great plans, great innovations, great music, but they don't implement. Then L for leverage. I know I spoke about that when I talked about mentorship. But who is in your network? Because your network is equivalent to your network. The people you work with, you'll be only a product of the people you work with. So if you choose happiness, then you work with people who are happy. And people who are happy don't pull you down. They are undertakers. If you work with friends who pull you down, they will never be happy. If you work with people who are stagnant, they don't give themselves challenges. They are known as the caretakers. You'll never make it to the top. But if you work with risk takers, it is nice, it is good to take risk. I've taken very many risks in the world and I feel good when I'm taking risk. Even doing skydiving and other stuff, it feels good. One of these fine days, I'll do it along the coast. I want to fall from the sky. I want to have the feeling. I want to risk take. It is fun to take risk. Then exit. You must always work with your legacy in the head. What history are you making? You must always give yourself a challenge. Are you making history or destroying history? You are in a family. What is your position in history making? What will it be said? Our concentration should not be in the outside or in what people are saying. Our concentration should be more into ourselves and understanding what is my position in the world. I meet very many people complain over so many things, like the docket that I'm in, dealing with young people. I meet so many people complaining, blaming young people, blaming the next generation. But I ask them, do you have a child? Do you have a teenager? Do you have a youth? Yes, they tell me they do. What are you doing? Because the question should be, if you are to choose happiness, the question should be, what are you doing to your history? What are you doing to your legacy? Let's go for a short break. When we come back, continue looking at happiness. Is it a choice? Is it a result? Is it a reality? Let's meet after that.